to him. Roasted.
I mean, guys, if you expect me to be able to control my ADHD, you should support me in getting medicated.
I have an ADHD sister. I don't expect anything of you.
In getting medicated, and I also support you in not making me take responsibility for your ADHD.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
You just be the little chaos gremlin you are.
Bigger than baby's arm.
Alright, so question of the day. Kind of interesting one here. What is motivating your character to stay with the party? Why are you still here? Go
We're
home.
We're family.
I mean, where else is Maz gonna be?
And family means nobody gets left behind.
Yeah.
You're fucking spite.
That's what Grotus said, that like the circus is our family and we take care of each other. And then nobody else is gonna take care of me. If I don't stay with the circus, then nobody else will love me for the rest of my life. And so I stay with the circus because that's what Grotus taught me.
You know, that's wholesome and sad a little.
Also, you're our union rep, so...
And you're the union rep, right?
I think Maz's more detailed answer would be, this is where Braz is, and if neither of them were here, then Grotus probably would find a way to kill himself, and then what would Honker do? Honker would be all alone, and she can't let that happen, because she knows bad things will happen if Honker is left alone.
Oh, man.
I mean, yeah, I freaking love these clowns more than anything in the world, but also pure fucking spite. Like, now we're in this godforsaken undergroundness. I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Whatever happens, happens.
Alright. So, does anybody remember what we got up to here last time?
Okay, yes and no. Like, yes, I remember some stuff, but it gets kind of fuzzy.
Okay.
And mostly around, like, there was some riddle stuff that we were doing, and I'm so terrible at remembering that kind of stuff. But we had left the undead vampire place with the spy guy that's with us.
Yep.
And then we got to the oasis.
Yep.
We fought some worms, and wasn't there like a weirdo little voyeur worm that was like watching us?
Yeah, the big one that you've been told to avoid at all costs.
Okay, so he was watching us, and then we were like we'd like found a group of people that were super interested in like art or like new things or something, if I remember right.
So you had a few clues from this, traveler's journal, of places that might have information of how to locate this Zulkundur, this lost pyramid. And so there was the eye, the crown, and like the hand. And so you guys went to the crown, which is this large kind of stone spikes coming out of the ground, and there was a small platform like wedged up between them way up at the top. And it was also in the midst of a whole bunch of like worm nesting grounds. But you guys climbed up this. Some of you had some difficulty on the way up there, mainly Honker, if I recall. And you found some information up at the top that that Zulkundur is inside this ring of hills in the jungle, and so that kind of narrowed down your search area a bit. And Braz chucked some fire bombs into a nest to distract the worms. so you guys could get back and away from the area without having to deal with worm fighting. And you guys traveled to the lake in the middle, which there's a little island and some kind of structure on it. You guys swam out to it, and the place seems to at some point have been some sort of location that, you know, artists and other creatives would come to, but it's now just very haunted by all of the dead artists, and they wanted some kind of, you know, performance of something interesting, because clearly if you were here, you were, you know, some kind of artist, right? So you guys entertain the ghosts, and you guys also found another clue there underneath a window that said that to the right of the arm with 3 fingers, you'll find Zilgandur, which is the river there. So it's to the south of the river, inside the ring, so the circle narrows. And you guys went to the hand down on the south side, which was guarded by kind of a weird chimera creature that you guys defeated. And on the hand, you found the last piece of information, which was that there is a large tree near where this pyramid supposedly is, and that winged, like, dinosaurs were known to live in that tree because, you know, whenever you were near Zulkander, you could hear, like, the screeching of the pterodons in this tree. So you're looking for big tree, pterodons, south of the river, in the Ring of Mountains. So it seems we have a pretty decent idea of where to look.
You know what's sad? I was completely sober last session. Don't remember any of that.
All right. So yeah. So hopefully, with that information, we'll be able to track down this, you know, this pterodon tree, and, you know, hopefully in the vicinity there, figure out where this structure is at that we've been hunting for. So yeah. But last we left off, we were at the hand in the south.
All right. Well, I guess we head that way then.
All right. So you guys get your stuff together and head back in jungle. So it's another, you know, day's journey through the jungle here to get into that kind of central area. And, like, it gets pretty dense, you know, as you guys get in closer here. Like, it's very overgrown. You guys are having to, like, you know, push through, you know, vines and things to get in there. And so, you know, it kind of makes sense, you know, even if this is, you know, a decently sized structure, it kind of makes sense why it might have gotten a bit lost, you know, kind of like some of those cities and stuff down in South America that are just completely covered with, you know, roots and vines and everything else, and took, like, x-ray shit to be able to find them. So, once you get into that kind of area there, you guys are looking around, trying to see if you notice anything. Everybody give me a perception. Alright. So, you guys are listening out here, and, you know, Maz, you have your nice listening ears on. And
They're very large and pointed.
yeah, good for funneling sounds. And you hear, kind of in the distance to the east, like, strange, you know, cawing type screeches and whatnot. They're a little distant, but they seem like they're to the east, where you guys are.
Maz points and she's like, "Hey, I think that's south. Don't know directions, but that way."
Alright. It may not be south, but you at least have a heading. And so you head that way. And eventually find yourself pretty close to you. You can see it. It's a little ways off, but you can see it above the other trees. It's a decent bit taller than some of the others, and there's enough of a clearing in the canopy that you can kind of see it there. And you're looking at it, and you're kind of hearing these intermittent shrieking noises and whatnot. And one of you sees a pterodon take off from the canopy of that particular tree. So it seems like this must be pretty close. Somewhere around here is whatever remains of this place. Everybody give me another perception check. All right. So, Honker, and just barely too. You're kind of an eldritch horror type creature in some ways, and you feel a little bit to kind of to the northeast of you, and this is still getting closer to that pterodon tree. But you kind of feel almost an aura of sorts to the northeast of you. Kind of a strong occultic type aura in your, what would be bones. Kind of pulls you in that direction.
Do I see a soul in that direction at all?
Ooh. How far can that see?
Let me check. I believe it's just like an extra. I know it's a sense. I don't even remember what even. Oh,
Okay.
there's a soul sight. 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay.
Imprecise at 60 feet.
Okay, so beyond that, you could still like sense the soul, but it's like
No.
oh, okay. You're not within 60 feet of a soul.
Okay. Okay.
But you can kind of feel this just kind of occultic aura from that direction.
Cool. Now that we've established the rest of the party is soulless, you said it. No souls in 60
I
feet.
was just thinking that.
Me and the gender squad will kind of like, I'll point that out and let's go check it out, but we need to be on guard.
I'm just imagining Honker. It's just around the campfire for dinner one night. Being, you guys know you don't have any souls. None of you have a soul. Isn't that weird?
Honker is just like, man, it's cool that we all have no souls. What?
That just feels a very Honker thing to do.
I imagine, yeah.
All right, so you head off in this direction, led by Honker's senses here, and you eventually find yourself in front of a kind of a decently large hill of sorts. It almost seems, and it's covered with vines and overgrowth and everything else. But as you're getting up to it here, you notice a couple of things. One, you see, what looks to be stone of a, less natural kind, like it's been shaped in some way, peeking in spots between the vines and things here, but it's pretty well hidden. And the second thing you notice is that, it appears to be, somewhat similar in terms of like ziggurat form to some of the other ones you've been to. And, there's this large staircase, it seems, on the side that you're directly in front of. And there's two stairs that kind of come up from the north and the south, and then centrally up the middle. And you can see that they're there's a path, it looks like, that has been cut out of the vines and things, leading up to the apex of, you know, what remains of this structure here.
Let's go, guys. I think we're close. Do you think after this one they'll let us just be a circus?
God,
God, I hope so.
Okay. Then I'm in. I'm excited at the prospect of being a circus, and so I'll lead the squad.
So, you know, Honker, you go to, you know, lead the squad to, you know, the nearest accessible stairs here. And as you turn to leave, you know, this kind of weird, you know, aura, you're kind of feeling a lot of this here, but you feel it in particular directly to the northwest of you. And you turn and see this floating towards you all.
That is the least creepy thing that we've ever encountered.
You know, kind of, yeah. Among all the other weird horror stuff, like, oh, skeleton guy. Not too bad.
Like, I can handle that. I'm not traumatized.
Scorch is drooling.
Yep, it's a dream come true. It's
Oh, whoops.
bad.
Alright, so everybody go ahead and roll up initiative here.
Man, Maz is just hoping that she gets to steal some of his stuff when we kill him.
Alright. So, top of the order here, with this normal skeleton dude. So he flies in your direction. Let's see, 5, 10. He flies over here. And everyone, let's see here. Okay. So everyone, you kind of feel this aura of doom come over all of you here. And when we roll for your stuff, you know, within this turn, you're basically rolling at disadvantage. You have to roll twice, and we take the lower.
Well, you can't use that word.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
very
Legally
different.
distinct.
You've got a wife to worry about. In this day and age, the Pinkertons are like 20s Pinkertons. Okay?
Oh, man.
Yeah, Moog, you're the breadwinner in this family. Coco and I need
I
you.
wasn't trying to do that. I was just indicating the Pinkertons will kill your wife.
Mm.
You know. Not you. They intimidated that guy's wife. Never mind. I'm getting off track.
Alright, so this guy flies up here. You're all feeling a little spooked. And he slashes his scythe at Braz here. Hitting.
Jesus. Hits on a 2? We are fucked.
All right. So this guy slashes into you.
Talk to me on Discord if if you need help.
Huh?
Sorry, I was saying goodbye to Kina.
Oh. All right. Grotus is up here. Let me pull up his sheet. All right. So Grotus sees death coming for him.
How's that different from any other Tuesday?
Yeah, I know. But, in this case, at least, it kind of looks like death this time. Maybe a slightly erotic experience. Who knows? So Grotus...
It's Grotus, so yeah.
Yeah, it's Grotus. Grotus brings out the strikes on the floaty skeleton here. Ooh, let's see. Oh, that wasn't target. I should zoom in so I can actually see the things here. Grotus, target. Okay, now that we're targeting. So roll. Okay, that did hit, but he has to roll twice because of this aura on this turn, so that still misses. And yet he persists. Let's roll. Alright, that rolls. Can only hope that we... Oh, hey! It rolled the same both times. Nice one, Grotus. Alright, and it did manage to be a hit. Grotus connects with the skeleton. And last one for the turn here. Alright, we got the stunning. That's right. Stunning. Strike. This guy rolls Fortitude. Alright, Fortitude clears it. Not stunned. Alright, Grotus with the final hit here. And a 1. Looks like, yep, critical misses. Okay. Alright, Scorch. Bones.
Yeah, so naturally he's gonna try to eat them.
Okay, and yeah, roll it twice. Alright, well, it's still a hit either time, so go ahead and roll the damage for me. Nice. Alright, second, a miss. And, oops, same roll, but they're both misses. Alright.
Last one.
Okay. Damn. Alright. Paxson, our undead vampire friend of sorts, knocks their bow.
I wouldn't go that far.
An acquaintance.
Alright, and they are not affected by this aura where they are. Yet they still miss. Second attack. Man, terrible rolls. So much for Thaxon. Honker.
Honker will play. Not play. We're not that kind of bard. Honker will look at this thing and say, "My goodness, you look like death." And that's such a bad joke that everybody understands immediately.
Hmm.
And it also
Good one.
inspires courage. No, we should do. Yeah, defense isn't gonna be anything. I'll inspire courage on everyone, and that'll give Grotus a free attack.
So, as you go to like cast this inspire courage, the lesser death disappears and reappears directly behind you, interrupting your cast.
Rude.
And strikes you with its scythe. Ooh, come on, target. Why is it not letting me select him? There we go. Goodness, I don't know why it wasn't letting me select Honker there. Honker resists.
Special.
Alright. Hits. Alright, Honker, you do still have your other actions, but that Inspire Courage got interrupted.
All right. I will.
In response to your joke, Honker, you kind of hear a raspy voice in your mind answer your joke with kind of a matter-of-fact, yes.
I will cast. I'm looking for the damn spell. Here, I'm gonna bite him in the face.
Oh, Scorch is so proud of you.
It's not my wall of flesh. Oh, there it is. Blood feast.
Blood feast.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
bite him in the face at using a level 8 upcast. Does that? Yes. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Oh,
So
boy.
it'll go. It'll do its thing. Is that an attack roll? No, it is not. This is my 2 actions.
Yep.
So then it will deal. I'll roll the first damage on it.
Ooh. Nice.
And then what's the roll that he gets?
Is it a save that he has to do?
Yeah, he might. I don't. Hold on. I'm trying to. You dealing. Oh, yep. I should have done a spell attack roll on him first, so that might not hit. Hold on. Sorry. That's my bad.
All good.
There we go. But there's not a spell attack roll. There we go. Here's this one. It's not going to hit because I rolled good damage. I'll hero point that because why not?
Nice.
Okay. There we go. So we didn't waste the spell slot. So that was, and then 6, 7, 8. So I owe another 6d6 damage because of the upcast.
Oh, the upcast. Right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll those then, and I'll just apply it. Nice.
Okay. 24. Let me take that spell slot. And so that's a total of what? 58?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got it.
So then half that is 29. 29. Sweet.
What's the half
I get
for?
temporary hit points equal to half of his
Oh.
half of the damage I do.
Oh, cool.
when I do.
Okay.
It's just never been relevant because it usually just kills people, but yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Good shit. All right. Braz. You've gotten a little smacked.
Yeah, I know he's a skelly, but I'm still gonna try to set his ass on fire.
All right. So, Braz.
Oh wait, I don't know why that was on Hunker too.
Oh.
I deserved it.
No, I would never set my little hunky boy on fire.
Don't ever call me your
He
little
likes
fucking
it.
boy again. There's lines we have in D&D and that crossed it.
So,
That's-
Braz, you go to chuck your alchemist fire here, and the lesser death here disappears, reappears behind you, interrupting your throw, and attacks
I really
you.
hate this guy.
He's kind of nasty.
All the while now, Honker's just screaming, "I'm not your monkey boy."
Ooh. Ooh.
I really don't like
Ooh.
this guy.
Ooh-wee. Alright, we still have your other actions.
Well, cool. He's getting another alchemist fire.
Okay.
Okay, let me double check that Honker is not targeted. Okay.
Ah.
Mother,
Alright.
hate it here.
Maz.
I mean, Maz just doesn't like what's going on. So she is going to get within melee range. My token's locked, by the way.
Oh. I'll fix that.
Your tokens.
I'm gonna move you over here just so you're not on top of Grotus.
Oh. I couldn't see Grotus.
Oh, weird.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
Okay. Poke him. Nice.
Sword.
Nice, nice.
And then more sword.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, terrible damage rolls.
Yeah, that was not good damage, but I hitted him.
It was something.
It was something. Alright.
Okay.
Top of the order. With the lesser death here. So... let's see. Lesser death. Continues going after Braz.
Why?
Striking at you with its scythe.
Ow, it hurts.
It do. Ooh. Ooh.
Cool, guys. I'm gonna take a nap.
Alright. And she goes down. So its last attack, it turns... well, its last attack, actually, it doesn't attack. It instead moves towards Honker. And it is Honker's turn.
I'll do an inspire courage on the group. Am I allowed that?
You are not. It interrupts your cast. But it is already here. It's already standing here, so it doesn't do the teleport bit, but it interrupts your cast.
Honker says to the death, I just want you to know that blue magic players are pieces of shit. And then does a level 7 eat its face.
Alright.
So I gotta do a ranged spell attack roll on him.
Okay. That one does not get interrupted.
That's my turn.
Okay. Braz, give me... it's been a moment since we had someone go down.
I've actually
A
never
raw
had to do
D20 roll.
this.
Raw D20, okay. Raw
D20,
D20.
She's looking to do an 11 or better.
14.
Well, I got a 14.
And then that puts her at not dying. That's it. Not a 1 hit point. It's just you're there.
You're
That sounds like my life.
unconscious. Okay. All right. Brings us to Thaxon. Knocks the bow. Tries to take some more shots. God damn. It keeps rolling like
Man,
under
all these
10.
archers that we've had help us just
Suck.
are terrible.
All right. Grotus.
Especially that Banyan boy.
Yeah, yeah, he did too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what was his name?
Oh, fuck, I can't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. Fuck them
Unimportant.
Banyan boys.
I'm pretty sure we gave him a really insulting nickname because we didn't care enough to remember his name.
And then we couldn't even remember the insulting nickname.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right,
That's
so
how little he matters.
Grotus steps forward over Braz on the ground here, who is blissfully asleep and unconscious at the moment.
Thank God. Finally escape these horrors.
Comes in for the strikes on the lesser death. All right, with a hit and a total whiff. All right, Maz.
Maz gets an extra hit. Grotus hit.
Yeah, you're not in melee range of the dude right now.
Oh.
He moved towards Honker after he killed Braz.
I'm not dead.
I'm not.
I'm only kind of dead.
Sorry, I'm like trying to see amidst the group of people.
Yeah, we are a little close to
Maz,
you.
are you on drugs?
Yes.
Here,
I'll
kind of spread us out a little
relevant.
bit, just so we can see each other a little better. But
Death is nearby. It makes sense we'll all be on top of each other, freaking out.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
okay, there you should be able to see him a little better, a little more spread.
Okay. So she gonna spend one action to make all of her attacks sneak attacks.
Isn't that just how you are anyway?
I'm almost positive I have to spend an action.
Okay, I guess that does seem a little more fair.
Not OP.
Yeah.
I can try and find it, but I am almost.
Okay, so you make yourself sneak attack. Go ahead.
Oh wait, no, I guess I am just always sneak attack.
Oh, okay. I mean, we are at level 15, so.
Well, now I can't remember what the action I was using was. Anyway.
And probably just a regular attack then. With the extra sneak attack damage, which is however many D somethings I think we saw last time. Like, I think it was 8 or something.
I believe it is 8, yes.
8 D6s.
Okay, so I'm going to attack him if my dice will cooperate.
There we go. Ooh. A miss. Ooh, crit, nice.
Okay, so I do this damage.
Nice, big damage.
And then I get my sneak attack. Oh, that's right. Can you roll it for me? Because I can't right click on this.
Right. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it was 8. I remember there being the extra ones. An additional 30 damage.
Yeah. And then because it's a sneak attack, I'm also going to put a bloody debilitation on him.
Okay. That's the persistent bleed, right?
Yeah.
Can a skeleton man bleed?
You know,
Yeah, dude.
that's a good question.
Why are we questioning?
Because if he starts bleeding, I might freak out. Because where is it coming from?
There's blood in the bones, I guess.
Not like a lot.
I mean, I have other debilitations. That's just the best one.
It's fine. They can bleed. I'm not gonna micromanage the
I'm
biology
messing
of
with you.
creatures.
Okay, then he will take 3d6 persistent bleed on his turns.
Okay.
But you will admit to the fact that, like, it's weird that he's bleeding.
Yes. But if he bleeds, he can die.
Damn, you're so right.
Anyway, I get my last turn.
Yep. I got the other one applied. Stuff applied here. Oof.
Okay,
Whiffaroon.
I'm done.
Scorch.
He can go fuck off.
Yeah, he can. Scorch is gonna avenge his mummy. So, oops, where's Scorch's? All right, we're gonna bite the bones again.
Oof.
And be completely ineffective.
Aw, poor Scorch. Honker at the top of the order this time.
Am I allowed to do an inspire courage?
If you attempt to do it, that would be blocked again.
Honker says, blue players have no honor and only enjoy lording their money over other people. And then cast a level 7 bite at the face attempt.
Okay. That was
I know it's
spell attack roll, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just I don't have it built into that
I see what you mean.
thing, so I'm rolling a different one, but that's my turn.
Damn. All right, Maz.
Okay. She still doesn't like the situation, so she's just gonna keep stabbing at it because that's her best move.
Yep. Poke it till you can't poke it anymore. Despite all of your practice, you missed the poke. But not the second one.
It was a fake out the first time.
Alright, and let me roll.
It was intentional.
Let me roll your sneak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Additional 26.
Okay.
Alright. The lesser death. Continues bearing down on you, Hunker. Oof.
Yeah, because I told the truth about you. You have no
He's a
honor.
truth.
He's a truth seeker.
Counterspellers are bitches. And Hunker just takes it.
That's not even a counterspell. It's something else.
He's a truth seeker, and he will kiss your dad if he wants.
Alright. So manages to strike you good the one time there, Hunker. Saxon, will they do anything? Let's find out. Not yet. And... damn. Damn.
Why'd we even bring you?
You were assigned to by a dangerous seeming vampire guy.
That's true.
He's a bitch too.
All right, so Braz, you're just unconscious on the ground because nobody has bothered to toss any healing on you.
That's okay. I'm pretty happy down here.
Yeah.
It's like the first nap I've had in like
Oh.
6 years.
I guess I forgot that we were supposed to heal her. She's our healer.
You know she is, yeah.
No white claws for any of you.
The cooler is closed.
Look, Maz is actually doing the damage, unlike some other people.
Hey, I will stop doing damage to heal people.
All right, Scorch.
All right, let's try to bite this guy.
Maybe
Scorch,
you
take the
should have,
bones.
like, shared your potato stew with me, and then I would be healing you, so...
I always share my vegetables with you.
That's a hit.
Not your good.
Because you can't handle it. Okay, since that killed it, I have to say that Scorch went for as close as he could get to a butt on a skeleton, which was the pelvis.
A fun bone. Fun bone indeed.
So he was either biting the butt or the dick. We don't know.
Yeah, hard to tell at this point.
No, he went where the coccyx was.
Where the cock X was.
Yeah, the very bottom of your tail. That's your tailbone.
All right. Here we stand at the foot of this pyramid. Braz is still unconscious on the ground at the moment.
Oh, I'll immediately. Should heal.
Yeah, if anyone has any heals or medicine checks or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, this will
Get
do
me
the
conscious.
group.
I'll do the rest.
I mean,
It's just
I should have had Maz do it. I just really wasn't thinking.
here you go.
Nice.
Heal for 30, and then I can do a. Yeah, that's all Honker's willing to do.
That's fine. I'm awake now. I can give myself elixir of life.
Is there any bits left of this thing? Like Honker goes to whatever's left of it, and like pulls a knife out of his pocket and sticks his tongue out for a minute and like scrapes a bunch on his tongue, and then like licks the knife clean, pulls all that into his mouth, and like leans over and spits the sawdust onto the remains of this and says counter spelling is for bitches.
Yeah, Maz just wants to know if any of its like outfit or accessories are still there.
Nothing of note. It seems to be a pretty old creature, whatever it was. Stuff's kind of decayed.
Scorched nails on the spine.
Yeah, the bones at least are kind of gnawable, though.
The entourage are gnawing along with Scorch.
Aw, that's so precious.
They also
Yeah,
like occasionally panting.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like they're going full Scorch. Like slowly but surely, I imagine the entourage, like these are like hands and knees, like all fours, like walking along and like biting things and being like feral dog.
I mean, that makes sense. They're basically Honker's pets.
Yeah.
This is beautiful moments that make life worth living.
Yeah. Man, if only we had
Okay.
to photograph.
So we came here though, so we kill this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we came here looking for what were we?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go into the water.
So,
By the water.
well, supposedly an orb.
I was
Yeah,
I was
we-
thinking that's what
We were
looking
following
for,
the
but-
riddle to Zolkender so we could find the supposed Aeon orb to bring back up to fix the fuckery that happened.
And then this is okay. So we'll try and go up this pyramid.
Sure. All right. So you go and
All limping and stuff.
so, like I said, when you guys are coming up on the pyramid here, like this is pretty overgrown. Buried under dirt and roots and vines and things. But there is a path that appears to have been cut out of the vines, leading up from like the southern stair there up to the middle, and then up. Like this hill is about, probably a good, 100 feet ish, maybe 100, 200 feet tall. So it's pretty decently sized. It's just overgrown. But yeah, this path, and it seems, somewhat, recent-ish, that this has been cut through here. The path leads up, and then up into the west to the top.
I'll head up. Oh, is there any souls within 60 feet? Honker's on high alert.
I'm not sure how I feel about the music stopping.
Besides
hear
the
it.
soul that I have, I see my own
Well,
light, and
now
the
it
rest of the party is
started.
obviously soulless. This is all Honker's dream.
Let's change the track. We went through a loading zone.
It glitches. It paused as we went
Look,
to move up the stairs.
I
and it was
just got really paranoid that something was about to happen.
Well, when the forest or the jungle goes quiet, that is when you worry.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So you head up this cut path, and you guys just heading to the top, I assume.
Yeah, we're just gonna follow the path. We don't know what we're doing.
We're just some guys.
We're just a bunch of clowns.
Yep.
just honking around.
There we go. All right. So, you head up to the top of the pyramid here. So, from where you guys were at the base there, so this pyramid rises out of the jungle, covered with the overgrowth around it, and at the top here appears to be like a small shrine, which is what you guys have stepped into. It doesn't have a roof. It just has, these kind of wall structures in the corners, but there's openings to all four of the cardinal directions, and you guys just came in through the east. And in here, you see a heavy stone slab with a round cavity kind of carved into the center of it that appears to be about the size of a head. And around the hole, there are carvings in the stone depicting Zolgaths performing various religious tasks, various rituals and things, and clothed in what look like ceremonial type garb. Behind the stone slab, to the north, you see a 20-foot tall obelisk that is bearing carved symbols in the shape of twisted tentacles that end in vicious talons. The top of the pyramid, like all around you in the stone here, it looks pretty scarred, as though by like thousands of lightning strikes. Like there's like indentations in the stone everywhere that look like stuff has struck it.
I lick it.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
do you lick exactly?
Yeah, wait,
There's
what
lots
are you
of
licking?
things.
The obelisk. If nobody else is doing anything, I'll walk up and lick the obelisk.
All right.
Is there like a little like dragon head logo at the bottom? Just from what you described about it, it seems like there would be.
So on the obelisk, you head over to the obelisk here, and like I said, it's kind of carved in the shape of a taloned tentacle. And on this obelisk, you see further carvings depicting various scenes, and they appear to show ritual sacrifices. So, for example, you see a Zilgath priest, standing over, a body that is collapsed over a slab of stone, and they are holding what appears to be a heart in their hand and holding it up. And in the carving above this stone slab is a depiction of what looks like a glowing orb. And you see them holding this heart towards the glowing orb, and assumedly the dead Zolgath on the altar, it used to belong to him, assumedly. You also see many what look like number markings carved on the stone, like tally marks. And in terms of the amount of tally marks you're seeing on this obelisk, and given the depiction of the sacrifice going on, you assume these tally marks of numbers might be related. And there are a lot of tally marks on this obelisk.
Okay, Honker grabs one of his entourage and slams him on the obelisk, whips out a bowling pin and just starts beating the thing on the head. I don't think I can actually kill him. Like, I know they're kind of abstract, but that's what Honker sees this and thinks that he can get what he wants, because I don't think he can read that well, so he sees the tally marks and figures, like, sacrifice. After a while, he's like, Scorch, come here.
Scorch
And holds
goes over.
the bowling pin behind his back.
So give me like a religion check among.
May I argue?
You could potentially argue clown lore actually on this one.
Okay, I was gonna say clown lore, because my religion is terrible. If clown lore works, I'll roll clown lore.
Okay,
Love to
so
roll a good clown lore.
you have a vague memory from the various encounters with Zolgaths in the past, and sometimes you rifled through their shit. This symbol that this obelisk is carved in, this this taloned tentacle, is a representation of the god Zevgavzeb, which you have seen mentioned in some other texts in the past that you've rifled through. It's their religious symbol, and you've seen it a fair number of times in your Zolgath dealings. So whatever this deity is that was worshipped eons ago by the ancient Zolgaths who lived here, seems they still are.
Okay.
Are the rest of you searching around the area at all?
Yeah,
Sure.
Mars is searching around.
So, all of you give me a perception. Alright. So, Braz, you go looking around in here, and you see like this hole in the slab in the middle, and you're looking around at the slab itself, and you see, like, it's a little difficult because, like, this hole appears to go down into a space. It doesn't seem to have a light on down there, but, there is some, dim light from the weird green glowy crystals that kind of provide radioactive light down here. But it does appear there's a chamber down there. And in looking around the slab, you see marks in the stone that seem to indicate that this slab could be had been pushed that direction before.
Question: how big is the hole?
How big is the hole? The hole is about
Yeah.
the size of like a head.
Maz takes one of Honker's entourage and starts stuffing it down the hole.
Well, it's not what I was gonna do, but you know what? Let's go with your thing. It's better. It's funnier.
Fuck, you can shove Honker down the hole. He'll go willingly.
Well, Maz knows that the entourage is small enough.
That's fair. So you just like yeet one into the hole. All right.
Wordlessly, like, she just grabs the entourage member that Honker was pretending to sacrifice
Okay.
and just, like, starts shoving him down the hole.
So you chuck him in the hole, and you hear like it doesn't take very long. You hear what sounds like the sound of like wood bouncing off of stone. So there is a floor, and it's not very far down, it seems.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do what I was gonna do before Moss just threw somebody down the hole. Just throw a torch down there so we can try to see what's in there.
In all honesty, Maz just assumed Honker had a telepathic connection with them.
No, these are just dolls I got souls into somehow.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
one broken
Maz
soul.
doesn't know that.
Honker probably doesn't even know that.
All right, I assume we have something to make a torch and make one and throw one down.
Yeah, just light one of the entourage on fire, I guess.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
just
gonna
kidding.
do that.
No, you probably have torches and things in your supplies.
We have an ever-burning torch, I think.
I think you do actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought one for
Maz
burning
also
myself.
just has regular torches in her backpack.
Hey,
So we
make
can
a
do whatever.
normal torch and put it down the hole.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
do that.
All right, so you drop a torch down the hole, and from what you can see in the flickering light of the torch, you see the one entourage down there picking himself up off the floor. It looks to be about like 20 feet down. It's not a terrible drop, but you see that the room down there appears to be full of blood-stained skulls.
Cool.
Immediately, we need to get these things, guys. We need to get them, and Skinthia needs them for headlights and stuff. And I can use some in my act. Let's go down there. And then Honker starts trying to climb down the hole.
Hold on, let's tie a rope off Honker.
Bros, do you let any of them know about the tracks you found in the stone at all, or just...
I found tracks in the stone?
Yeah, you found marks in the stone that looked like this slab had been pushed in a direction.
Oh, I guess I missed that part. Yeah, I guess I'll still think of that.
Stall trying to fit down his head-size hole.
Yeah, Honker pops his head out and leans down to the slab. This is worked stone, right? Not raw. So Honker says, "Who pushed you?" What's the stone say?
You're asking the slab. So
I'm asking the slab.
let me see here. Give me a name. Doesn't give me a name, but it answers something to the effect about many Zulgaths.
Guys, can we push this more and maybe get down there?
Let's try.
Grotus, other tall person. Go.
All right, so
Useless archer.
everyone who's
want this
joining
gold.
together to push this stone.
Oh, we are? I thought we were making the tall people do it.
No, I mean if you're just making them do it, we can just have them roll. But
Oh, I'm most definitely not. Like, I'll stand on one of their backs and crack a whip or something.
I'll say encouraging things.
I'm made of wood. I don't even like. I do not have muscle, sir. Like, I'll say that to Thaxon, and
You
then I'm
know,
like,
Honker
come on,
has a point.
you're supposed to be spying on us. Make yourself useful. You know we're gonna kill you before we get back, right? Come on, push the stone, and we might not do that. Did you see how
Maz,
I became a mouth and ate part of death, literally? I'm gonna do that to
Maz
your
just
face when you're asleep.
turns to Braz, and in Goblin, because she assumes that this dude doesn't speak Goblin because she doesn't know what the fuck he speaks. Maz says to Braz in Goblin, okay, so if we have to sacrifice someone like those funny pictures said, we all know it's gonna be this dude, right?
Oh, 100%.
Good.
all right,
Honker's
so
just
Honker
nodding,
just says
and
good
Braz
even though he
nodding.
doesn't speak
Can we
Goblin.
Yeah. Yep.
Goblin?
Honker does not know, but he's agreeing. Yay, Grotus. Yay, Thaxon. You could have done better. Did you see how Grotus did better than you?
Yeah,
Alright.
You
Grotus
could have
did
been
like
like that.
at least 1% better than you.
so
This is why
Grotus
nobody likes.
Grotus and Thaxon together are pushing on this stone, and you know Grotus remarks that like it feels like he can like kind of feel the weight of it like tipping a little bit, but it's not quite there. We need a little more.
Okay, so try again.
Maz
I
looks
will.
at Scorch.
I will
said
start
Scorch,
pushing
oh.
too. I'll get down and
Scorch is also tall.
push.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so Scorch heads over. Give me just like a strength roll. Nice. All right.
Oh, look, and Scorch did 1% better than Curtis.
All right. So
It's like we don't
Scorch
even
joins
need these
in,
big people.
It's 2% better than Thaxon.
and it is just the extra push that needed, and you hear the sound of grating stone, and this thing pushes back, and you see definitely a much larger opening into this space down here, and in addition to the torch, there's some light from out here that's filtering in down there, and yeah, it seems like there's like a pool down there of what looks like blood. It's reddish, but yeah, lots of heads, remains of heads, lots of skulls.
Honker jumps.
Honker, quit doing that. We'll tie a rope off.
I'm already down there doing my no swimming, trundling in circles thing.
Yeah,
Or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
no.
but like Honker's like chomping at the bit. He definitely jumps in before anybody can stop him.
All right, so the rest of you get like a rope set up and head down.
No, I imagine Scorch probably jumped right after him.
Scorched. All right, let me get a map here.
So I have a very important question. When we get down there, what do we see the entourage member do?
That's a good question.
Oh, I am trying to know that.
What do you got our prematurely sacrificed entourage member who's chilling down here doing, Honker?
Oh, is it if it's deeper than they are, they're just doing the kicking around in circles thing too. Like the water, probably once in a while, like one pops up wearing a skull. And they're licking things.
All right. All
And I'm looking for souls, of course.
right, so you faintly detect a soul beneath you, but quite a ways away.
There's somebody else down here with us. Guys. It's that way. And I'll point down.
I see north.
North.
Yes. North.
I see nothing. It's all dark.
I mean, technically, goblins have night vision, but
Oh, I was just saying because I don't see a map.
Oh, let me share the map. That would be smart.
You shared it. I just don't. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so in
Yeah.
here, in this initial tier at the top of Zulkundur, hundreds of blood-stained skulls are in uneven piles all around the edges of the room, and there is this pool in the middle that does appear to be blood. Like, you can't see through it at all. And it kind of shifts and churns on its own slowly, which is a little unnerving. The walls in here are covered in rivulets of wet blood, and the air in the room smells overwhelmingly of iron.
Does it taste like blood?
It does.
One way to find out.
Okay.
This is all blood.
I lean over to Moz and I say, so I know you have the bag of holding. Can we just put some of this blood in it?
But
enough
do you
to let
have something
Cynthia
to put
take a
the blood
bath.
in? Because, like,
Can't you
I don't
just
want to
hold
get
the bag of
everything
holding?
else.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. I'll clean everything else. Just put the bag there and collect the blood. I'm like standing under it with my back to the wall while I'm saying this, so it's like running down over my body. And I'm just like, help me collect the blood, and I'll hold my arms out.
Braz, how many flasks do you have on you for no reason?
Probably a crap ton.
Can I have like maybe 20?
Sure.
1,000.
20.
You can have
And I
one
hold up
crap
like
ton.
7 fingers when I say that. Okay, and we can go down
Braz
in
gives
this
them
thing.
to Honker so they can fill them with blood and put them in the bag of holding, and they don't really explain why they're doing it. They just are.
I fill my hole with blood. My inside.
I'm sure.
Honky said you were trying to, like, swim down in it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, like I feel a soul down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll attempt to do my swimming thing.
All right.
Going
Give me
downwards.
an athletics.
Oh yeah. Honker just trundles around in circles. Here. Oh yeah. With an 8.
So
I'm
Honker.
blowing bubbles.
So, like I said, there's kind of a weird, motion to the pool. Like I said, it kind of swirls on its own somehow, and you're not doing so great against the the current, as it were. You're just kind of being pulled around in a swirl at the top of the pool on this current.
I would like to check out this weird blood pool a little closer.
Sure. Give me an occultism.
but I'm not good at that.
Seems like a lot of people got killed here.
If
Cool.
It's
if
kind of weird that
Boz
it's
says
kind of weird that
something
there's
to
all this blood
Moz,
here because it
she
seems
could
like it was
do
a
an
while ago.
occultism check.
Sure, give me one.
I'm just blown.
I saw it linger on that 19. All right, Maz, you.
Look, I have so many hero points, I'm gonna hero point it.
Okay.
It's a dumb thing, but I feel cheated.
Oh, hey, you got your 19.
Well, that was the right choice.
All right, so with your knowledge of occultism, it seems like this room has some kind of strong necromantic magic on it. Because, like, it is a little odd. You found this, like, ancient lost pyramid, and it's, you know, chock full of blood, like, not dried. Which seems a little odd. But it seems there is necromantic magic on the room that is preventing the blood from drying out. Which is why it is still here. Doesn't seem like that applied to the skulls themselves, though, because they might have been, you know, a decapitated head at some point. But those have wasted away and have become skulls. But all of the blood running down the walls and in this pool is magically preserved.
Huh. That's really cool. Honker, we may need to get at least 10 more flasks of this.
I continue to blow bubbles.
Honker, do you need some help getting underneath there? You're really good at floating, but not going under.
Yeah.
I'll have
See?
Scorch.
Scorch doing some scouting? Okay.
No, Scorch is gonna push down on Honker's back so that he can actually go under the blood.
Yeah. That's what we're going for here.
All right.
Honker
Have Scorch
grabs
give me an
Honker
athletics.
in his mouth and then, like, shoves his head down under.
Yep.
All right, athletics from Scorch. All right. So Scorch, with Honker grasped, dives into the blood here, and you know, from what you guys have been feeling, like there's these stone stairs that seem to go into the blood, but you know, it disappears pretty quickly because it's not easy to see through. But you see Scorch kind of dive into the center here, and you know, he's gone for a little bit, and so while he's down there, Scorch finds that there's like an 9-foot deep like hole, like the center of this pool is like a 9-foot hole, and he goes down into this through the blood and finds an opening, and like how, you know, the blood isn't leaking out of this, you know, doorway of sorts, it seems. It opens into another floor, and the blood seems to like flow past instead of out the door, and drops Honker off there. So Honker, you're standing on the next floor down at the moment, and Scorch swims back up and pops out of the blood pool with no Honker.
Scorch, where's Honker?
Honker fell down the
Down
well.
below? You take me to Honker right this instant. I'll climb into the pool and yeah.
All right,
have
give me.
Scorch take me to Honker.
All right, give me an athletics. I assume you're probably kicking along with Scorch here.
Yeah, hold on to him.
All right, so you hold on to Scorch and head down and he also leads you out this opening down below, and you find yourself on the next floor. And of course, you're sopping wet with blood, and the stench is quite a lot. You stink heavily of iron in the blood. It's a little unnerving when you get out because it's even darker down here. And although you have dark vision, there's no torch down here right now. So you just see a blood-soaked honker standing by themselves down here in the dark, in the low light of your
And she
vision.
lands, like, he's just, like, in the dark, and he's like, I'm Honker.
Yeah, that tracks.
And then
Blood
he just,
dripping
like,
off his hands.
honks his nose one time, and then, like, backs up into the shadow.
You see the gleam of Honker's grin kind of fade into the blackness as he moves backwards.
And
So-
I'm unfazed. And I will tell Scorch to go back and get the others.
So, as Braz goes under, like, Moz is not so subtly having a panic attack because she's realizing that she needs to intentionally go into deep dark liquid. And she's gonna tug on Grotus's pant leg and be like, Grotus, I think you're gonna need to carry me down there. I can't do this.
All right.
It's okay.
Oh,
I sent Scorch back up for Moz.
All right. So let me get an athletics on Crotus here. Okay, and then give me one for Scorch too. Okay. All right. We all managed to get down here, and you have the ever-burning torch with you now. And you find yourself on another floor of Zulkundur here. Let me get the map. So the room you initially come into is fairly small and just seems to be an exit area from this secret chamber under the blood pool. But you step through an opening to the west from that room and find yourself here in kind of a larger chamber. And there's another hallway in the middle leading to the west. And there are also pairs of stone doors that are shut. One to the right, immediately to the west of you, and another one to the south. In the room that you're in right now, you see a long stone table on the southern end of the room. And there are, kind of stone seats around this table. And you see a couple of corpses seated at this table, which appear to be the remains of Zolgaths from the funky skull shape and stuff they got. Kind of lizardy looking. But they're bones, and they seem to be wearing bone armor, or whatever they were wearing when they died. And they sit motionlessly around the table at the far end of the room. There are more carvings on the walls around here, and they show things like Zolgath warriors, capturing animals and other humanoid races and other Zolgaths. And you see, kind of a large carving that takes up a lot of the eastern wall here, which is another image of a bunch of bound people of various types, all with like terrified expressions, kneeling before a giant stone slab. It's like another depiction of the sacrifices here.
Well, Let's take a look behind this door here. Honk, honk.
The one
Honker's
right to
trying
the
to
west of you?
remain. Yeah, move right over to it.
Okay. So, you move over to the door and try to push on it, but it is stone. And it's fairly heavy. You're having a tough time getting this to move by yourself.
Honker's been waiting all day here, and he's just had enough. He backed up and he says, "I can't open the door. I can't swim. I can't attack this." And he sits down and he just cries. He's had enough today.
I think Grotus, seeing this, has some sympathy for Honker here. And heads over to the dorm. And let's see. A little bit of effort. Alright, manages to get it to come open. Maybe had a better angle on it up there.
Of course, not
Honker
a
loosened it.
figure.
So in the room beyond here, you see another table in the center of the room. And this table appears to have like a grid carved on top of it. And there's like a low table, there's like another low shelf to the west of the table. It looks like it has the remains of what look like some coffers, or what used to be some little chests, and there are uneven rows of stone tablets on shelves built into the walls. You also see a number of wall carvings that show Zulgaths that appear to be in the midst of like making trades. You see them like trading golden discs and dinosaur horns and jewelry and vases for other valuables and commodities. And throughout all of the wall carvings in here, there are dozens of small gems that are embedded in the wall in a few different places, highlighting various pieces of the art. Some of which are gilded a bit. It's kind of fanciful. Oh, hey, Lily. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it.
Honker's just still crying. It's up to you guys right now.
I mean, I just kind of want to get out of this freaking place.
Just
So
like,
you said there were, like, it looks like there used to be chests in there.
Oh, here, let me unlock the tokens for you guys. Yeah, so, Maz, you give me a... Let's see. I think you give me a society check. Okay. So, Maz, you... In looking around this room here, you like you said, you get the sense that this, in addition to the depictions on the wall that are, showing trade, like given the way that the table looks, you have a lot of familiarity with shiny rocks. These are things you understand. So it appears that like this room, what was used for trading, like the markings on this table here, this grid seem to have been like used for counting out things or divvying up things, and Yeah, you said, like you mentioned, there were those coffers that I mentioned, the remains of some. You go over and check those out, and these coffers don't seem to have anything remaining in them. They almost look a little smashed, like someone came in here, bashed them open, and took the stuff. But give me a perception check as you're looking around up here. Okay. So you are kind of looking around the area around these coffers here, and the various stone tablets that, these ones are inscribed, and you can't really understand what they say, but, they look to be, very official writing of some kind. But you notice some compartments in the walls that are, a little hidden behind some of these tablets here, but they seem to be, little secret compartments that the people who ran this place, might have had. And you pry a couple of them open and find a few goodies in here. So one of them you find a number of gold discs, and they're, probably about twice the size of your average coinage. So they seem like they might be worth a bit. And you also find 8 what look to be small dinosaur skulls of some kind, of some smaller type dinosaur, and the skulls are studded with tiny gems.
Oh, Maz is
pretty
just
cool.
like giddily shoving things into the bag of holding.
Let me put these in the party sheet here. And another secret compartment you find with your roll there. You find a set of plates that appear to be made out of some kind of metal, and they are carved with obscure religious symbols and are in a script that you don't understand, but you've seen Braz read these kind of markings before.
Maz is gonna, like, arms full of these plates, just like waddle out into the hallway and dump them in front of Braz and be like, "Here, I found some gibberish plates."
I'm a little taken aback, but take a look at them.
Okay. Find the details here. So you take a look at these plates. And it appears to be a record of the story of a human outsider who visited this place, which was referred to as Vask, it seems, from context in the writing here. And it talks that there was this human outsider who stole all but one of Vask's great life-giving orbs. And that the only orb the human didn't steal was the one here in Zol-Kundur, which was, initially a boon for the area because it was the only one left that had one, but eventually became a problem as the rest of Vask died. And seems to describe, like this tale. And the very last page of this here... Where did I put that? Oh, I didn't add it to the party sheet yet. The last one appears to be a scroll of some kind. Like it appears to be like what's written there is some sort of spell. let me get the. Tell me what this is. Give me the description of the scroll. Oh, I see. So, from the words that you can from what you can surmise on this scroll and the description of the spell that it can cast, this is a scroll of massacre.
Oh,
I'll
good
go
lord.
take it. No, just kidding. He doesn't know about it. He's still trying.
So this spell from what you can see on here, Honker, is it's a scroll that lets you unleash a wave of necromantic energy that snuffs out the life force of those in its path in a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long wave, visibly ripping the souls out of the bodies it passes through and killing immediately every living creature of 17 or fewer HD in a line. What is HD?
Honker reads it and like looks
hit
up
dice.
at
Okay.
Grotus and is like, I understand what you mean by erotica now.
That tracks.
Okay, so it looks like the
Bigger than a
HD
baby's
stands for hit dice. So it's roughly anything level 17 or lower will be immediately killed by this.
Damn.
Honker right on the outside of the skull. For Banyan boys only. And
Oh.
put it in his pocket.
Yeah.
No,
Honker's
just kidding.
screwed up now.
I've got a whole separate other plan for the Banyan boys. Involving it's actually kinder than you'd think. That's why I took favorable review.
Okay.
I can force them to love. Anyway, back on top.
So yeah,
We should check out this other room if you're finding this much cool stuff in this one.
Yeah, I feel like this would cheer Honker up. This is a cool emergency nuke in your back pocket. Interested to see when that scroll gets used.
We'll probably forget we have it.
I mean, we forget that we have the cannon a lot too.
That's true.
Although I feel for our level, it's not going to be effective against a lot of what we're fighting.
That is also true. All right. Did you guys check out the other room you said?
Yeah.
All right, so you head down to the south, and like as you pass the middle of the room, you can see there's like in the indentation to the west, there's another pair of stone doors that direction. But you head down to these further ones at the south end of the room, and with some effort here, push them open. Like all the doors in this place are stone.
We're more motivated now that we know there's
everybody's pushing on the door. There could be shit. All right, so in this southern room here, you find there are stone shelves built into the walls of the room, and there are various items stacked on these shelves. So you see things like little statuettes and chalices and other mundane items that are marked with symbols, and you see carvings on the wall that show a Zulgath wearing a robe of what looks like hide of some kind, and holding a dagger in their hand. And there is another Zulgath standing next to them that is pouring a liquid of some kind from a vial onto the blade of the dagger, and like the dagger itself has been like gilded and kind of gives it a bit of a glow, like where it makes it look like the liquid in the carving is like causing this gilding to spread on this depiction of a dagger.
Okay. We should take all of this. This would decorate my room so nicely.
So, from what you're seeing on the shelves here, it appears that this is kind of a storage room of some kind for religious items. Like a lot of like the symbol that you see marked on a lot of the items in here is the Zevgavizeb symbol. That's a mouthful. With the talon.
Sorry, I didn't catch
tentacle.
that. What was it?
Zevgavizeb.
Are you having a stroke?
I hope not. And so like most of the stuff in here is marked with this symbol, and appears to be of religious related use, or things that were used in rituals. There's a number of tools in here that look like probably ritual blades of some kind. You also see a couple of decently sized axes that were probably useful for the decapitation of people. But among the stuff in the walls, there are a lot of shelves full of nice looking loot. So let's see what we got in here. Holy shit, there's a lot of shit in this room. Alright. So, here's what you find. On the top shelf that you check, you find 4 vials of what appear to be some kind of swirling blue... It almost looks like a mix of like a liquid and a gas. It's kind of interesting looking. But there are 4 vials of this on the top shelf. You'd have to probably take a moment to examine to figure out what it is. There are also a couple other vials. Oh, sorry. There's one vial that is the swirling blue. Another vial that is a reddish hue. Another vial that is a kind of grayish silvery hue. And another one that is kind of a whitish hue. And there's a piece of parchment near the potions with writing on it. Roz, you read Dwarven, right?
I think so. Let me double check.
I'm pretty sure she does.
I'm pretty sure too.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, Braz, you take a look at this parchment. And this parchment does not appear to be as old as anything else around here. Like, this is a fairly, current day piece of parchment. And the writing on here is, in ink. It doesn't appear to be faded, so it seems to be pretty recent. And it is cataloging the contents of these vials. And they are identified in Dwarven on here as follows. The swirling blue potion is a vial of adult blue dragon breath. The white potion is a greater potion of flying. The red potion is a potion of tongues. And the silvery gray one is a true sight potion. All nicely identified.
Nice.
The second shelf in the wall here contains a few scrolls that are stored in tubes carved out of bone. And you find another piece of parchment.
You just said so many of Honker's favorite words.
Right? There's another piece of parchment that has been folded and set on the shelf next to these scrolls. And once again, it appears to be a more recent piece of parchment, and written again in Dwarven is an inventory of what these scrolls in this tube are. And they are a scroll of disintegrate, a scroll of freedom of movement, and a scroll of 6th level stone skin, and a scroll of wall of stone.
Yeah. Okay. You got me there. Teased a little bit. You let me down. Dad. Is that you?
Which will let you down how?
Oh, Hunker's only interested in death. There's no interest in Stone skinning himself.
I mean, there was the disintegrate scroll.
Yeah, he snatches the disintegrate and like just throws the other two like over his shoulder. He assumes somebody else will grab.
I mean,
Because others of you guys can use those, right? Not just Honker, or is it just Honker?
I mean, scrolls. I think anyone can use. They're just a usable one-time scroll.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say if it's stone skin and flight, that sounds like Grotus.
Yeah, I'm getting these all in the party sheet here. Alright. So that's the second shelf. And then the third shelf has a couple miscellaneous items. There appears to be some jars that it used to contain what it looks like paint of some kind, but it is long since dried up and turned to powder. But it is still quite colorful. There is an obsidian cup shaped like a Zolgath claw, holding the bottom half of a large egg. And then there is another religious symbol of Zevgozeb, carved from bone and studded with small opals. And these are also, there's another parchment in this shelf, also categorized in Dwarven of these items. And all of this is in the party sheet, so you should see the various scrolls of things and potions of whatever's all identified thanks to our note-leaving benefactor.
What a nice note-leaving benefactor. I hope none of this is lies. We'd be so fucked. Like, this disintegrate is like, summon archdemon to get your shit kicked in.
Trap potions.
Yeah.
Alright, but otherwise, aside from that, you don't find anything else of note. There's just the stairs to the west.
Then I guess we go 2 stairs, because where else go?
I kind of wanted to go through a blood pool again.
I'm sure we can on the way out.
We have to.
Well, right now it's the only way I know to get out, so.
Someone's gonna have to knock me out.
Alright, let me get the other map up here. Oops.
Me in the bag of holding and tell me when it's over.
What the heck? Not sure why this is stuck. Like, I've never seen this do this before. For some reason, my window of this map is like blown up to a larger size and I can't grab it. Hold on. Let me try moving this. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay. That won't let me drag that window. Weird. Okay. Alright. So, next floor down. Let me get you guys on the map here. Curtis. Scorch. Braz. There we go. Alright. So you come down this staircase here.
Oh. Did my fantasy grounds crash? Am I showing as not there?
I
think
do
it
not
crashed.
see you as on, no.
It crashed. You can keep talking.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, before we are in this, we might actually stop before we get to this floor, and call that a good spot to stop before we get into this. And then you don't have to bother restarting it. That's probably a good spot to stop
Okay.
in this dungeon temple thing for now.
Are you saying there's important shit that...
Yeah,
That's what
important
it
shit
sounds
happens in
like.
here, so we'll call that good for this time.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Thank you
Honker's
for
dad
learning.
again.
So, wait, so... Sorry, I am really feeling this seltzer, and I had this thought when we were going through the plates, right? Because they said, like, a human came and stole all but one of their orbs.
Yep.
But wasn't how we got the orbs on land because a deity brought them? So are we supposed to extrapolate that the deity was just a dude?
So yeah, so from what you know of the history of the Aeon orbs, as you've learned in your travels, is that in eons past, Eroden raised these orbs from within the Earth, or well, Earth or whatever the fuck Galarian's planet's called. I can never remember. And set them up on these towers, and it brought life and prosperity to the surface. And yeah, like it has been, it's, as far as you're aware, like this has been a religious text of people who worship Eridan, yeah. And now it
Ma-
seems from this
Maz is
information that
just gonna slip that in her back pocket.
yeah. So from this, it seems like the depiction of the events from down here is they describe him as a human visitor who stole these orbs, and also that the other orbs used to be down here. So like they weren't
Mm-hmm.
just like created out of Galarian and raised up by some deity means. It seems they were stolen from a people, assumedly the Zolgaths, at some point in history, and they were left with one, and their entire civilization rotted.
God, white people just ruin everything.
These white men are dangerous.
The party finds out they've been the colonizers this whole time. Their whole society.
Hey, I don't think any of them believe in Eridan religiously.
No, I don't think any do.
And Maz specifically does not. And I guess Honker because Maz introduced him to the beauty of Gronka.
That's true. It's true.
That's true.
Yeah, and Honker believed so hard that Gronka became real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I really want to watch that Wubby video now that you've said it.
Well, we'll see you guys
All right.
next time. Thanks
See you later,
for
man.
coming.
Bye-oh.
Bye.
Hey.
And thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate the raid again there. Usually if it's a normal stream, a little more interactive, but chat's just kind of there when it's a Pathfinder stream. So thanks for coming anyway. And let's see, do I have anybody I know who's online right now? Let's see. Oh, Calicourse is on. Let's go raid Cal. Been a moment since we've gone to see him. Thanks again for coming, and we'll see you guys next time.